Welcome to a cloud-covered Fenway Park at the moment. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox, game one of a day-nighter. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, today the Red Sox take on the Tampa Bay Rays, and Jerry, a very difficult stretch for the Red Sox. They're home for just 3 games in 2 days.
Yeah, this has been a tough stretch, of course, coming off a 6-game road trip and then coming back from the West Coast, a quick turnaround for this day-night doubleheader, a day game tomorrow, and then back on the road for 8. So a very, very difficult stretch for the Boston Red Sox. And the key for these next 2 games, with the day-night doubleheader and, of course, a day game tomorrow, starting pitching. It has to go deep into the ball game. You can really beat up a bullpen if you don't get a good start from your starters in any one of these ball games. So it's so critical that the starting pitchers in the games go very deep and really save that bullpen, because there's going to be a lot of baseball to be played in the next 2 days here at Fenway Park.
Very good pitching matchup in game 1. We mentioned John Lester, but it's James Shields on the other side for the Rays. He's 11-9 with a 2.80 earned run average. We're back with the first pitch right after this. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hey Pete, can I get a little more back to me? Just lightly raining here moments ago at Fenway Park as the Red Sox welcome back the Tampa Bay Rays in town for 3 games in a little over 24 hours as the Red Sox fresh back from Seattle off their West Coast trip, and the last West Coast trip of the regular season for the Red Sox. An off day yesterday while the Yankees were busy playing, and as we start games today, both the Red Sox and Yankees are tied atop the American League East with the same record, 73 and 46 to start the day. The Rays are 9 games back of the Red Sox to begin this 3-game series, and John Lester will be on the hill today. And Jerry, kind of dodging the raindrops here today a little bit for the Red Sox. Certainly we don't want any delays at all to affect the starting pitching.
It looks like it's going to be okay, Don. There might be a shower come through once in a while, but I think overall it's going to be an okay day, and we'll get 2 ball games in today, so one way or the other, and 3 in the next couple of days. So it's a lot of baseball to be played here at Fenway Park in a very short period of time before the Red Sox hit the road again.
The Red Sox heading out to the bullpen, and Jerry, this series against the Rays, you take a look at the Rays, they have fallen off here a little bit as the year has gone on, and this team's still a very formidable team and has very good pitching.
Well, it has very good pitching, and that's the scary part about the Tampa Bay Rays. And, they know if they come in here and they can sweep the Red Sox, they can go to maybe 6 games back, so they're not completely out of the thing yet, and they're very confident in themselves. They want to beat the teams at the top, the New York Yankees. The Boston Red Sox try to get back into this thing, but they're going to be a very dangerous team down the stretch because of their starting pitching.
James Shields is on the mound today for the Rays in game 1. It is John Lester on the other side for the Red Sox as we get ready for the first game of the series. And this stretch is Well, stay with us all day today. Schedule on Nesson. Next extra innings coming up after this game.
Wow.
Yeah, Red Sox final after that. And the Red Sox Report award-winning at 5 p.m. The Ultimate Red Sox Show will be at 5:30. Red Sox first pitch. And then we'll do it all again. Game Day Live kicks off at 6:30. Rays and Red Sox for Game 2. Extra innings later on tonight. And then Red Sox final. And then putting a bow on your day with Nesson Daily later on tonight. The end of the day is John Lester. Makes his way out onto the mound. Red Sox take the field. As they do, let's check out the visiting Tampa Bay Rays starting 9. It is Desmond Jennings who is in left field with Sam Fuld in right. He bats second with Evan Longoria at third base. Ben Zobrist is the DH. B.J. Upton in center field with Casey Kochman, former Red Sox first baseman, at first. Sean Rodriguez at second base bats seventh. Kelly Shopik, another former member of the Red Sox who does the catching. And Elliot Johnson at shortstop bats ninth. On the mound for the Red Sox today is John Lester. Lost last time out. In fact, has lost his last 2, but makes his 23rd start of the year. 11-6 with a 3.32 earned run average. Opponent's hitting at .236 against John. And as I mentioned, last time out against the Twins, 7 1/3, gave up 4 runs and took the loss in that outing against Minnesota.
The Red Sox are third in the league in defense. They've made 59 errors on the season. Kevin Youkilis will be at third base. Micah Vilas, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. And Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman. Left to right, Kyle Crawford, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Josh Reddick. And Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching for John Lester.
Well, the crew chief today is calling the balls and strikes in Game 1. Jerry Lane in behind the plate with Chris Conroy at first base. Hunter Wintelstead at second base, and Brian Knight is the umpire at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
No conditions right now are cloud covered, not raining at the moment. It is 69 degrees. Breeze in from center field and a chance for showers throughout the day and night. As just kind of a raw day here today, a little bit on the damp side. Lights are on at Fenway as John Lester gets ready to work. And Desmond Jennings to lead it off here for the Rays. Jennings, the heir apparent for Carl Crawford the last couple of years. And this year having a chance to play on a more regular basis, certainly with the time in the outfield. And there is Jennings leading off for Tampa Bay. Lester's first pitch of the day is in there for strike 1, and we're underway. Desmond Jennings coming into today's action. 4 home runs, 13 runs batted in, and toting a .338 average. That is on the outside corner, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Back-to-back fastballs for John Lester to give a start here to Jennings. Quickly gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
Which is outside, and it is 1-2. Just outside. Saltalamacchia tried to bring it back, and it is 2-2. John Lester in his career 9-4 with a 3.81 earned run average against Tampa Bay. Here at Fenway, he is 5-4 against the Rays, and I think one of the surprising things this year has been his record at home overall. This one is quickly to the track and the wall. Crawford to go pick it up, but Desmond Jennings is into second base with a double to begin things here in the first inning.
Desmond Jennings gets a cut fastball from John Lester that stays up in the zone. And Jennings rips it down that left field line for the leadoff double here in the first inning. Of course, anytime John wants to throw that cutter, he wants to throw it down around the ankles of that right-handed hitter. That one stayed up in the zone, and Jennings picks up the double. First time he's ever faced John Lester.
6-game hitting streak now for Desmond Jennings in scoring position with nobody out. And here's Sam Fuld. Surprising how dominant over the years Lester has been at Fenway Park, but not this season so far, as things have not been terrific for him here at Fenway Park at home. He is 3-4 with a 3.93 earned run average. Strange to see him with that record at home. On the road, however, Lester is 8-2 on the season with an ERA under 3 at 2.93. That's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 to Sam Fuld. Lester, who lost last time out at Minnesota, had lost in the start before that at home against the Yankees. His last win came against the Chicago White Sox here at Fenway Park. An 8-inning effort, giving up 2 runs. There is strike 2, and it's 1-2.
Sam Fuld has faced John Lester 3 times. He has 1 hit against him. Lester throwing the curveball will pick up strike 2.
Fuld from New Hampshire has enjoyed playing against the Red Sox in the season series, hitting at .409. Swings at the 1-0 and lifts it foul back into the seats and out of play. One thing Lester has been is very good during the day this season. 4-0 with a 1.60 earned run average in 6 daytime starts. He's put up 7 earned runs and 39 1/3. This is fouled off again by Fuld, and it remains 1-2. This is the makeup game. It was canceled earlier this season, postponed. So not everybody able to make it out here for the day game. It was a night game earlier this season. A 1-2 pitch. He is on the ground, foul outside of first.
Fuld trying to do his job by pulling the ball right now and get that man Desmond Jennings to third base. Pulls that one, but foul.
Swing and a miss. Taken off for third is Jennings. He steals third. And on the strikeout for Sam Fuld, 1 down in the inning.
Looks like the cut fastball from John Lester down and away to pick up the strikeout, but no throw, no play at third base as Desmond Jennings picks up his 9th stolen base of the season.
So Jennings 90 feet away with 1 out for Evan Longoria. 233, 18 homers, 65 runs batted in for Longoria. They'll foul it off down the right field line, out of play. It is 100th career home run on Friday night against CC Sabathia of the Yankees. Past Fred McGriff, who had 99 for sole possession. 4th place on the Rays all-time home run list. And he comes in riding a 10-game hitting streak. Foul now down the left field line, out of play. So he's gone 1 down the right field line, 1 down the left field line, and it's currently down 0-2.
And the Rays have had a couple of days off, right? They got rained out Sunday in New York and then had a day off yesterday here in Boston, where they had to sit through rain again. Very rainy day yesterday here in the New England area.
The 2-pitch fights this off. Foul is running in on him. And for Longoria, 7 home runs in his last 23 games. Had 5 home runs in his first 44 games of the year. Started the year in the DL with a strained left oblique muscle. Bounces in, and a good job by Saltalamacchia to block that with Jennings at third base.
And this ball bouncing well out in front of the plate, and Saltalamacchia just deadens it with that chest protector and leaves Desmond Jennings at third.
Ben Zobrist waits on deck, the DH today in game one. 1-2 is on the ground to third base. Youkilis will go to first for out number 2 as Jennings scores from third base, and the Rays take a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. Longoria picks up his 66th RBI in the ground out.
Kevin Youkilis playing deep at third base. He'll take a look home, but no play there. So he goes to first base to get the sure out here early in the ball game, and the Tampa Bay Rays take the 1-0 lead. See the runner run inside the base path, and when Youkilis looked down there, he probably couldn't see Saltalamacchia.
So 2 down here in the first inning. Ben Zobrist coming up. Zobrist so versatile, play the infield and the outfield, and oddly enough, game one is in neither. He's the DH for the first game, hitting at .277, 15 homers and 68 runs batted in. Leads the majors with 37 doubles and sends one towards the gap in left center field. So one hop the wall as Ellsbury plays the carom. And speaking of doubles, Zobrist with his 38th into second base standing with a 2-out double here in the first inning.
Well, a couple of elevated pitches here in the first inning for Lester. The one that Jennings hit for a single back as the leadoff hitter. This time a high fastball to Zobrist. And he puts it one hop against the wall for the double here with 2 outs.
So 2 down, Zobrist at second base, a run in already for the Rays. And here's B.J. Upton. We'll talk about him perhaps going somewhere at the trade deadline, but it didn't happen. Still in a Rays uniform. He's had a tough year average-wise, hitting at just .225. which is 7th lowest among qualifying American League hitters. Does have 16 home runs, 56 runs batted in to go along with the low .225 batting average. Slow for ball 2, and it's 2-0. Does have 7 home runs in his last 19 road games. And oddly enough, 10 of his last 12 home runs have come away from Tropicana Field. This is chopped towards short. Mike Aviles is a change direction on him, makes a nice play and fires to first to get Upton and to end the first inning. But the Rays get a run. The Red Sox are coming up. Here comes the Red Sox starting lineup, and it's brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. And a late change right before the game today. David Ortiz was in the original lineup, comes out with illness today, so a reshuffle here. Jacoby Ellsbury is in center field, Dustin Pedroia at second base, Adrian Gonzalez at first base with Kevin Youkilis at third. Carl Crawford is in left, Jared Saltalamacchia does the catching with Josh Reddick in right, and now Jed Lowry is the DH, batting out of the 8 spot. And Mike Aviles, who is in there for Marco Scudero, has got some back tightness at shortstop. So there's a new look at the starting 9 today for game 1 of the doubleheader. And it's James Shields on the mound today for the Tampa Bay Rays. His 25th appearance, 11-9, with a 2.80 earned run average. So a very good season, 176 and 2/3 innings, 167 Ks, and opponents hitting at just 220 against him. He shut out the Kansas City Royals last time out in a complete game effort. And he had 6 hits, 3 walks, 9 Ks for James Shields. Jacoby Ellsbury standing in to get it started here in the bottom of the first inning. And Red Sox trailing by a run. As the first pitch from Shields misses for ball 1. Ellsbury at .314 to start the day with 20 homers and 74 runs batted in. It's been a great year for Shields, kind of a bounce back year for James Shields. 29-year-old All-Star is the senior member of this Rays rotation now. As the pitch will miss, and it's 2-1.
Pretty young pitching staff when you got a 29-year-old as your senior member.
David Price. Which will miss to Ellsbury, and the count is 3-1. David Price will go tomorrow in the day game tomorrow against John Lackey in the final game of this series. See Jeff Neiman tonight as this one is fouled off to the left and out of play. Joe Maddon's Rays come in 9 games back at the Red Sox. They are 64 and 55. Won 7 of their last 10 games and had a stretch where they won 5 in a row. Rained out against the Yankees on Sunday, off day yesterday, and here they are for a lot of baseball here in the next 24 hours. Rays who have a 33 and 27 road mark on the season. 6 games over 500 away from Tropicana Field. At home they're 31 and 28. So winning records at home and on the road, and in this AL East you're 9 games back. They're 64 and 55 on the season. Very comparable to the American League Central leading Detroit Tigers, but a little bit different. Three-two pitch is in the air out to deep left center field. B.J. Upton going back onto the track to make the catch. Kind of died out there in front of the scoreboard. And Ellsbury's retired for the first out.
Looked like it had a chance maybe to find the left field wall, but falls short as B.J. Upton tracks it down. Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay defense. They are first in the American League. Evan Longoria at third base, Elliott Johnson the shortstop, Sean Rodriguez at second, and Casey Kochman the first baseman. Left to right, Desmond Jennings, B.J. Upton and Sam Fuld, and Kelly Shopik doing the catching.
So 1 out here in the first inning. Dustin Pedroia. Will lift a fly ball out to deep right field. Fuld going way back. And he'll make the catch. He was very shallow. Had to go a great distance to get back there. It carried well. And it's all fun and games now because he got back there and made the grab. 2 down. It's on his horse to get back there.
This ball hit pretty well by Dustin Pedroia, and back goes Sam Fuld back to almost to the warning track to make the catch. That ball really carried.
So 2 down here in the first inning for Adrian Gonzalez. Adrian at .352 with 18 homers and 92 runs batted in. Rays here at Fenway Park for the first time since April 10th through the 12th, 125 days ago. Rays won both of those games in what turned out to be the rain-shortened series. Fly ball to deep center field. B.J. Upton back there, and 3 pretty well-hit balls, but all outs here against James Shields in the first. Rays have a 1-0 advantage. Behind Section 12 at Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit the BIDMC.org. Second inning, the Rays on top 1-0. Well, we could. Where are you sitting?
Yeah, it's going to be tough for us to get down there and still do the game. Love to.
It's a nice sign, though.
It really is.
Tampa Bay on top 1-0 as Casey Kochman has had a very good year. Filling in for Carlos Pena at first base. So you didn't start the year in the majors, and so you're hitting at .335 for the Tampa Bay Rays. 8 homers, 39 runs batted in. A chance to play on a regular basis this season. He's third in the American League in batting average to start the day. And Adrian Gonzalez and Michael Young ahead of him, but really a terrific year for Kochman. Always very good defensively. That is outside, and it's 2-1. Hit a home run off CC Sabathia for Casey Kochman over the weekend on Friday. First home run off a lefty since July 2nd of 2009. Hit off J.A. Happ back in 2009. There's the pitch in there for strike 2. Dealing with the lefty John Lester today. Gave up a run in the first inning. Terry Francona's Red Sox 73-46. Tied atop the American League East with the Yankees to start the day. And quick turnaround here for the Red Sox after the West Coast trip. And there's a ground ball softly to Aviles at shortstop. His throw is in time, and Kochman is out number 1 of the second inning.
I must admit, it's the first time I've gotten home, unpacked on one day, and packed again for the next road trip on the same day.
Same day. That is a first. I have to agree.
That's a first. I don't ever recall doing that before, because we really have no time to pack tonight.
Or tomorrow.
Or tomorrow we leave.
Right. So it all had to be done yesterday.
Everything was done yesterday.
Unpacked, did laundry even, and then repacked. And here we are. Sean Rodriguez bats with 1 out here in the second. It was one of those stretches where you took a look at it at the beginning of the year and said, wow.
No, you went, yeah.
That's going to be bad. But then you're mixing a day-night doubleheader as part of the 2 days that you're home, which makes it even worse.
Makes it even worse.
So you really do feel, whatever you said.
And just barely got enough clothes. Thank goodness we're going to Texas so you can wear the short sleeve shirts.
Right. That was key to the packing yesterday.
That really helps.
Hopefully we're color coordinated.
2 blues, a red and a forest green.
Green. Awesome. Good. I got confused because we talked about wearing the black jerseys, but then we decided not to.
It just picks up everything.
Yes.
It's like dandruff on you.
Right. Anything that's flying through the air goes to the shirt. So we're not going to wear the blacks down there. We're going to go with green, blue, two kinds of blue, and a red. If you're looking forward to that. Out of his reach. Adrian Gonzalez going into his slide.
You know, if we were smart, what we should have done is wore the short sleeve shirts through the whole trip.
That would have been bad, but we'd had to do laundry somewhere in the middle.
You wear it twice.
Oh, could double up on that, but I've already packed.
So
to a couple of tie coordinations and everything else. So. Would have been a great thought yesterday. You could have called me.
Too late to change?
Absolutely. Everything's packed. It's done. As a pitch in, Sean Rodriguez gets hit and goes down. He's in some pain, hit by a pitch from John Lester as he tries to get to his feet.
Yeah, John going to the cut fastball and gets him right off the knee. It looks like right off the side of the knee. And down goes Rodriguez right around home plate.
Sean Rodriguez coming over from the Angels in the Scott Kazmir deal. And in some pain right now. They are going to work on the side of that knee. Lester's hit 11 batters. He's second in the American League, only behind John Lackey, who's hit 14 batters. So 25 between the two Red Sox starters, and Sean Rodriguez is going to stay in the game as he makes his way down to first base. So one out hit batsman here as the Rays have a man on, and Rodriguez says he's all right. Kelly Shopik is coming up with one out and one on. Shopik at 183 this year, 7 homers, 18 runs batted in. He also hit a home run off CC Sabathia on Friday night, a solo shot. He's been extremely good in throwing out base runners this year. 43.8%, 14 out of 32, best in the majors.
Outstanding.
Former Red Sox catcher has now started 55 games this year for the Rays as their catcher. Career .275 hitter against left-handed pitching and has 25 home runs against lefties, so you can pretty much count on him being in there anytime a lefty starter is in there. Lester, of course, going today, so Shopik gets the start in game 1. First 12 big league at-bats came with the Red Sox when he broke into the majors. Did not get a hit in a Red Sox uniform. Didn't get his first major league hit until he left town. Just went to the Indians. Soft toss to first, and Rodriguez back to the bag.
I think I smell the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Hi, Benny. How you doing?
It's just about that time.
Yeah.
Just off the outside edge, and Lester falls behind 3-0 now to Kelly Shopik. It is coffee time. Chris Nicini.
Thank you, Chris.
Not only a great A2 man, but also a delivery boy. Thank you. Nice to see you, Chris. Fabulous. Real pitch is outside, ball 4, and Shopik down to first base. First walk given up by Lester. So 2 on, 1 away. Elliott Johnson coming up. Johnson out of the number 9 spot, hitting at 182, 4 home runs and 14 runs batted in. Everything else is at night tonight, both in the American League and National League. They'll drop low, and it is 1-0 to Elliott Johnson. Lester having some trouble here towards the end of the Rays' order. He's hit a batter, he's walked a batter, all with 1 out. Some ominous clouds above Fenway Park at the moment. There's a pop-up on a bunt bid that could turn into 2, and not in time. Close at first as Youkilis made a bid to turn 2. But as it is, Elliott Johnson trying to bunt, pops out, 2 down.
Not a good bunt at all. It's going to go up in the air high enough for Youkilis to make the catch. A quick reaction with the throw to first base, but not quite in time to get Kelly Shopik. I think with the man at second in that situation with 1 out, that Johnson would be swinging the bat, except he elects to bunt, and it's not successful as he pops it up to Kevin Youkilis.
Well, look at that play at first. He appeared to be out. As Chris Conroy, the first base umpire, looks like he may have missed that. Should have been a double play. Runner goes as no throw. Salta Lamacchia. Rodriguez takes third. Another stolen base for the Rays. Their second of the game.
Take one more look at the play at first base. Let's see. I don't know, Don.
We'll get you another view here where it'll be more conclusive. I'll have another view for you in a second that'll be really definitive. I think you'll agree with me, even me. 2 outs, first and third, as Desmond Jennings will chop it foul.
I think you missed your call, and you should have been an umpire.
Here we go. This is the one I think I'm looking for. Right there. He is out.
Well, we don't know if the ball's in the glove yet.
Sure it is. I don't see any ball.
I think it's inconclusive. I think the call remains the same.
Couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Well, you're going to agree with me one of these times.
Oh, I've agreed with you in the past.
Really?
Yeah.
1-1 is on the outside corner. That's strike 2.
More so than not.
Really? Third base is Sean Rodriguez, and safely at first is Kelly Shopik with 2 down in the inning. Swing and a miss, and Lester gets out of the jam, works around the hit batsman and a walk. Rays have a 1-0 lead after an inning and a half. moment, presented by your New England Nissan dealers.
That would be a tough choice, wouldn't it?
Yes. A lot of great ones right here at Fenway Park. James Shields has a 1-0 advantage as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Kevin Youkilis, Carl Crawford, and Jared Saltalamacchia to bat in the inning. Youkilis 267, 17 homers, 78 runs batted in. Kind of a quiet road trip for Kevin. Sat out a couple games with some back stiffness. And he is 2 for 11 on the road trip to Minnesota and Seattle.
And facing a guy who has not had a lot of success against, only a 108 batting average against Shields. I believe that's the first breaking ball Shields has featured so far today. Everything has been fastballs to this point.
Youkilis lines out to short. Elliott Johnson leaning to make the catch on the liner for the first out here of the second inning.
Now Youkilis hits it right on the button, but you can see Elliott Johnson at shortstop just one step to his right and able to take a base hit away from Uke.
One down here in the second inning for Carl Crawford, who's up in the order. With David Ortiz out with sickness today, was in the original starting lineup, scratched just before game time, and Crawford moves up in the order from 6th to 5th. And a swing and a miss.
Curveball this time from James Shield, bounces it, and no contact by Crawford.
The first time in Carl Crawford's entire career that he has batted 5th. Very defensive swing there, getting a piece.
Yeah, off-speed pitches, a couple of them in a row. The curveball followed by the changeup. Changeup again.
This one not tantalizing enough, ends up in the dirt, and it's 1-2. This ball's hit well against James Shields so far, but nothing to show for it. 3 long fly balls in the first inning, and a line out here for Youkilis to start the second. Shields has retired the first 4 that he's faced. And there's a 1-2 pitch, and it is grounded foul outside at first. Crawford in August hitting at 320. 50 at bats, 4 doubles and a home run. Really his entire second half has been very good. That is strike 3 over the outside corner. First K of the day for James Shields, 2 down.
Cut fastball doing the honors that time from James Shields. A pitch that a lefty will quit on because he thinks it's outside. The little cut. Well, maybe it picks up the outside corner.
Two down in the second inning. Jared Saltalamacchia. 253, 11 homers, 38 runs batted in. Shields has won his last 2 starts and given up 1 earned run his last 17 2/3 innings. Broken back grounder to first as Kochman's got it. He'll take it to the bag to end the inning. Shields was trying to get out of the way of the bat. He's retired the first 6 Red Sox. Rays have a 1-0 lead. Wisconsin's own Jerry Remy talking Red Sox. It's all on NESN and on WEEI Sports Radio Network. 1-0 Tampa Bay on top of Boston. Nice to see Jeffrey Donovan is here today from USA Network's Burn Notice. Amesbury, Mass native, and joined the ball game today. Game 1 of a day-night doubleheader from Fenway Park as we head to inning number 3. Sam Fuld, Evan Longoria, and Ben Zobrist to bat here in the 3rd inning for the Rays. Second time through now against John Lester, who had to work his way around to hit batter and a walk in the 2nd inning. But he did so effectively, getting Elliott Johnson to pop out and got Desmond Jennings to strike out. And no further damage. Foul tip, and it's 1-1. So for those tuning in, WEI tomorrow, what time are you going to be calling in with the day game?
That's a good question. I may have to switch to another day.
Oh, so it may be canceled. Promoting something that may not be happening.
It'll be a game time decision.
So it's fouled off to the left and out of play. It's 1-2, so you'll have to tune in just to see if Jerry even shows up.
Exactly. It'll be sometime this week, I'm sure, but I'm not sure about tomorrow because it's a rough time. And I don't, you're not supposed to talk on your cell phone while you're traveling into the ballpark.
Right. You don't have a headset yet, do you?
No.
In the dirt outside, and it's 2-2.
I don't even have a smartphone yet, as you know.
Fuld, a strikeout victim in the 1st inning. On the ground, down the first baseline, foul just outside the line, and hangs it 2-2 to Fuld. We're big in Montreal, Jerry.
I'll never forget the trip we took to Montreal to play the Expos. It was like playing at Fenway Park. All the Red Sox fans that were up there, it was unbelievable.
Unbelievable. A lot of fans came from Vermont, of course, but it was incredible. Two-two pitch is just outside. Full count, 3-2.
Jack Edwards is back in the studio. I'll bet he doesn't like that sign. Anything with Montreal, right?
Yeah, that's right. Could accuse that fan there of diving. Here's a ground ball towards first. As Gonzalez will flip to first, and Sam Fuld is out. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. One down here in the 3rd inning, and Evan Longoria is coming up.
Yeah, I feel really bad for that kid that has a sign that would like to get it signed. It's too bad we couldn't get him up here just to sign the sign for him. I wonder if that would be possible.
Well, we could check with somebody up here to see if they could run down and have that happen. We just don't know where he was originally. One out in the 3rd inning for Evan Longoria. This one sent foul off to the right, not a play. Jerry, we're in the process of efforting to get him up here.
That'd be great if we could.
A 1 pitch to Evan Longoria. He is on the ground, foul outside of 3rd. You mentioned Jack Edwards. Great to have him with us today. Kind of a surprise today as we get in here for the pregame show, and Jack Edwards at the helm today as we get long day of baseball. First of 2.
This is not a hockey game now. This is going to be a very long day, Jack.
This is not a 2:15 thing. The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. One-two pitch to Longoria. He is on the ground to short. Avila's step to his right. Throw across is in time. 2 down.
Now John Lester getting the changeup working that time against Longoria to get the ground ball to Avilas. So a couple of quick outs here in the 3rd for Lester. There's the changeup and hitting on top of it is Evan Longoria for the ground ball to the shortstop Mike Aviles. Filling in for Marco Scutaro, who today has a bad back.
2 down in the third inning. Ben Zobrist. We'll foul one back. To our right.
That almost hit Joe.
I think it was a little lower.
A little low.
Zobrist a double in the first inning. Is 1 for 1 today. 1 of 2 hits off Lester. He's the league leading the majors with now 38 doubles. There's 59 extra base hits. Too shy of the American League leader, Curtis Granderson. As this one is chopped to deep third, but foul. Had a 33-game homerless drought earlier this season, beginning of July. It was the third longest drought of his career. He snapped that and now has 6 homers in his last 31 games. He's led the team in games played, 117 of 120 he has been in. That'll miss for ball 2, 2-2. Zobrist, who played 6 different positions last year, and this year has only played right and second base. And today is the DH. Leads the Rays in hits with 122. Waiting on a 3-2 pitch from John Lester. On the outside corner for strike 3. Zobrist didn't think so. Third strikeout for Lester. It's 1-0 Rays. Cumberland Farms. There you can choose from all your favorite fountain and frozen flavors for just 79 cents any size. The Chill Zone only at Cumberland Farms. The last half of the third inning coming up at Fenway Park. Game 1 of the day-night doubleheader. And the Rays have a 1-0 advantage over the Red Sox, as it'll be Josh Reddick, will be followed by Jed Lowry and Mike Aviles. And their first look of the day at James Shields, who has retired the first 6 Red Sox that he's faced on the day. Reddick will take ball 1. He was just 1 for 14 on the road trip, Minnesota and Seattle. Pretty quiet trip. The one, though, was a home run for Reddick. Yes, he takes strike 1, 1-1. That's second among American League rookies with the least 100 plate appearances in slugging and in average. And lines went into right field for a base hit. First base runner, first base hit of the day for the Red Sox off James Shields.
And Reddick gets a changeup that stayed up in the zone for Shields, and Reddick jumps all over it. Reddick has seen an awful lot of off-speed pitches recently, but that changeup stayed upstairs, became much more of a hittable pitch, and Reddick picks up the base hit.
So lead runner on here for the Red Sox in the third inning is Jed Lowry. Was not in the original starting lineup. What is today is David Ortiz scratched from the lineup due to sickness right before the game. So Lowry's the DH in game one. And sends one to deep right down the line towards the pole, but foul. Just kept hooking away. And a foul ball for Jed Lowry. Light rain falling here at Fenway at the moment.
Lowry out in front of that fastball. Down toward pesky pole, but clearly in foul territory. And go back and try it again.
It's just the 8th game this year that David Ortiz has not been the Red Sox starting DH. Kevin Youkilis is the only other guy to start more than one game at DH for Boston. Youkilis has started 4 games as a DH. Lowry lays off and takes ball 1-1-1. Light mist kind of falling here at Fenway Park. The breeze has picked up, going from left to right across the outfield at the moment. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 as Shields changes up.
Once again the changeup, but a much better one than he threw the Reddick. That one down in the zone.
Throw over and back is Reddick. Saw he is 1 for 3 as a base stealer so far this year for the Red Sox. Blowing away, and it's 2-2 now to Jed Lowry.
Awful lot of changeups from James Shields here in the third inning. Try the cut fastball away. Throw to first base first. Reddick back, head first slide.
That is on the outside corner, and Lowry didn't think so. He takes with him the second strikeout for James Shields. One down here in the third inning.
The same type of pitch. You get Kyle Crawford on that cutter away from the left-hander. Jerry Lane making the out call.
So one down here in the third inning for Mike Aviles. And the start at shortstop here in game one. 238, 5 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Take strike one from James Shields. Mills has hits in 6 of 7 games for the Red Sox. 8 for 21 overall since joining Boston. A total of 10 games total during at third base. 6 games. His third game at short as this one is lined into center field. He's got himself another base hit. Reddick takes second, and the Red Sox have 2 on with 1 out.
Well, Aviles extends his hitting streak now to 4 games as he gets a fastball from Shields and takes it up the middle. Fastball outside part of the plate, hooks it a little bit into center field. The Red Sox have a couple of base runners.
Aviles with limited playing time has been hitting well. He's 6 for his last 10. 1 out runners at first and second, and Jacoby Ellsbury the batter. Flied out to the warning track in center field in the first inning. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Saltalamacchia last inning grounding out to end the inning, and it had been 6 in a row for Shields to start the game. But Reddick starts this inning with a single. Lowry strikes out. Aviles singling to center, so it's first and second with 1 out. There's the pitch low and away now to Ellsbury, evens it count at 1-1. In the air to deep right field for Ellsbury. Sam Fold going back at the wall. That ball is gone beyond the bullpen in right field. A 3-run home run for Jacoby Ellsbury, his 21st of the year, and the Red Sox take a 3-1 lead with 1 swing of the bat.
Well, we mentioned that Shields has been throwing a lot of changeups this inning, and it's a changeup that Ellsbury gets for the home run. His 21st, his 4th this year against the Tampa Bay Rays. There's the changeup again. Middle plate down, and Ellsbury takes it deep. Just over that bullpen for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every Red Sox home run, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Ellsbury with his 21st home run of the year, and the Red Sox now on top 3-1. Pedroia fouls it at the dish, and it hangs at 0-2, and Dustin kind of holding on to that hip area or side area.
Ball bouncing up and hitting Pedroia right, as Don mentioned, looked like around the hip or just above it.
Dustin flying out to right field in the first inning. His second look today at James Shields. Red Sox trailed 1-0 coming into this inning. Reddick gets on, Aviles gets on, and a 3-run home run for Jacoby Ellsbury. Chop foul. Pedroia protecting the plate. Swing and a miss. He's back to the change again to get Pedroia. It's a pitch he's used a lot this inning, and it's 3 strikeouts now for Shields.
Yeah, second strikeout of the inning. There's the changeup going back down and in on Dustin Pedroia. He got Lowry on a cut fastball, and the changeup that time to Pedroia.
So 2 down here in the third inning. Adrian Gonzalez flied out to the warning track in center field in first inning. He is 0 for 1 today. His second look at James Shields. Knocked down by Youkilis in the on-deck circle as he was headed towards the seats.
A bunt attempt by Youkilis and pops it up.
Two is chopped foul. I'll remind you that this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. 22 pitches through the first 2 for Shields, and he's thrown 22 alone in this his 3rd inning of work. Gonzalez grounds into the shift. It's Sean Rodriguez in short right, who throws him out, but the damage done in the inning. Jacoby Ellsbury with his 21st home run of the year. Now with 77 RBIs, and the Red Sox now have a 3-1 lead. Saturday at Futures at Fenway, presented by Xfinity. This minor league doubleheader is a day full of family fun with discounted concession items, nonstop excitement, and plenty of great baseball to cheer about. Tickets start at $5 from on-field promotions to autograph sessions with the stars from both games. Fans will be a part of the action all day long. Visit redsox.com/futures to get your tickets today. Well, we play along here to the top half of the 4th. It is 3-1. Red Sox on top. Alberto Vasallo joins us in the booth. Great to see you. Thanks for coming up.
Always a pleasure.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Very
Buenas
good.
tardes.
See.
Well, big Latino family festival coming up here at Fenway Park. Tell us a little bit about what to expect.
Oh, it's going to be a day full of family events. We've got interactive games. We've got a festival going on with a lot of health and fitness information. And we've got a full-blown concert going on. We're going to build a big stage on top of the Red Sox dugout. We're going to have, I've invited 10,000 of my closest friends.
Well, here's some of the details coming up. It'll be hosted by the mayor.
Yes. Menino and Lucchino, I call them. My buddies have been very supportive, as well as Comcast, Liberty Mutual, and Metro PCS. And then we have that all-star musical lineup that I know Jerry is a big fan of, many of those stars, right?
El Tortito, or what was it?
El Torito?
Yes, El Torito.
El Torito.
Yes.
El Torito is your guy.
Yes.
They had the all-star musical lineup that is coming up, and several, including Yunel Cruz, who at one point was a Red Sox ambassador. Is that true?
Unbelievable story. Young man who was studying here at Fisher College. During his studies, his father would not let him study music. He said, "You've got to finish your education." As a side job, he worked here at Fenway Park as an ambassador. All of a sudden, he gets this one-hit wonder, La Dominicanita, which David Ortiz loves. 23 weeks on the Billboard charts for 23 weeks, and we have him coming back.
That's
nice
terrific.
story.
Very nice. He'll be part of the stage here at Fenway Park. And this year's event will dedicate to many Puerto Rican veterans who have served admirably Of course, the American War, Spanish-American War, to be the present conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan as well.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, to raise awareness. The Latino community has had many veterans of foreign wars, especially the Puerto Rican community here in Massachusetts. They have many Purple Heart winners, and they had an all Puerto Rican kind of troop in some of the wars, and have really been decorated many times over. And part of the funds go to help put up a monument in the South End, first of its kind around the country. So there's a charity component to this family fun event Sunday.
Now, how do we get tickets for this?
Well, you can go on redsox.com, look through it, and you can buy online, or if you're one of many Latino viewers who are watching, they know they can go into stores in Jamaica Plain and Chelsea, like Franklin CDs, and some of the conventional ticket outlets that are really do most of the selling of the tickets in the community. So the Red Sox have done a good job of bringing this event in the community and to the community.
And the Red Sox and Al Mundo working together to get this done, yes?
Oh, yeah. They're our biggest partner. The Red Sox really are the leaders around Major League Baseball in terms of marketing and outreach to the Latino community. This is one component. Now, this is the crown jewel of it, that concert. But, earlier today we honored Latino students. You saw the ceremony we had before the game. That's in its 16th season. And that's pretty much a pilot program that I think the Sox and myself would like to take that around the country, because it's a great program, motivates, get the community together, and it really gives these deserving students a once-in-a-lifetime experience who deserve it for their good grades.
That's great.
Well, Alberto, we very much appreciate you coming up, and we look forward to this fan festival. We hope the fans will be coming out for you.
Absolutely. We wish you guys can make it, but I know you guys are on the road.
We'll be away. I know a lot of players would like to be here for it as well, but of course the Red Sox will be on the road. But thank you very much for coming up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jerry.
Good luck.
All right.
And that'll be August 21st. Nice long fly ball foul down the right field line for Casey Kochman, making a bid. Sends it deep and far, and he thought it might be gone down there. Lester thought it was gone. He didn't even look. Ends up being called foul. Kochman was making a bid for his 9th home run of the year. He's got 8. '70th pitch of the game for Lester. And this one is fouled back. Hangs at 1-2. Two pitch is outside, and it's 2-2. Lester with 4 strikeouts in his outing. Let's know what the count is. It is 2-2, and he gets confirmation from home plate umpire Jerry Lane. Kochman gets time and backs out. Lester last time out went 7 1/3 through 119 pitches in that 7 1/3 innings, and it's in the 4th here now. Is 72 as this pitch is in the dirt, and it's a full count now to Kochman. Already his 4th full count and 5th 3-ball count of his outing, and largely the reason that pitch count is so high at the moment. Sean Rodriguez waiting on deck, was hit by a pitch earlier. That is strike 3. Flipped the bat. Kochman thought he was headed down to first, but late strike call from Jerry Lane. Back-to-back Ks for Lester. 2 down.
Now those calls on the outside corner against lefties have been pretty consistent all afternoon. They've all been in that same area, and they've all been called strikes. Kochman thought he had ball 4. Instead, gets the bad news, which of course is good news for John Lester.
There's strike one to Sean Rodriguez. He was hit by a pitch on the side of the knee in the second inning. Go on to steal a base. Stole third base. Was left there in the second inning. Lester working his way around it. And this one grounded foul. Seven in a row retired by Lester. Francona obviously would like to see John Lester go deeply into this game with the day-night doubleheader and the bullpen situation in any doubleheader. Two and two. Check swing foul back towards the screen, and it hangs at 2-2. Rodriguez comes in hitting at 283 against left-handed pitching. And a swing and a miss. Lester strikes out the side. He struck out the last four batters in a row. Well, coming up for the Red Sox, already on top 3-1, Euclid, Crawford, and Saltalamacchia. It is 3-1 Boston. Small sandwich on your rewards card. See participating stores or D'Angelo's.com for details. It's on to the last half of the fourth inning at Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 3-1. John Lester with an impressive fourth inning, striking out the side in order. Has now struck out four Tampa Bay Rays in a row, 6 on the day. Euclid to lead it off. Takes ball one. Not only providing K's, but they get the Uke sign going up there in left center field. James Shields had retired the first 6 Red Sox he faced in the game, but tough third inning, including a 3-run home run by Jacoby Ellsbury, which has changed the complexion of this game in a hurry. Rio is in there for a strike, 3-1. Ties up Youkilis and misses inside. Leadoff walk for Kevin Youkilis, just the first walk given up by Shields in his outing.
Well, I'm glad we got a chance to sign. The young guys signed. They found him. They brought him up to the booth, and he got his autographs.
Had a request, and we were able to grant his request. In between innings, he actually was coming for his birthday, but that game got washed out, of course, and was able to come back here on the makeup day. And Johnny was up here in the booth. Now back in his seat after the experience of meeting the Rem Dog.
Quite a thrill, isn't it?
Can barely contain himself.
Yeah.
Crawford will pop it up in the infield. Elliott Johnson out of the outfield. Shortstop, little stagger step, but makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Crawford is 0 for 2 today. One on, one out, and Jared Saltalamacchia coming up. Grounded out to first base in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Twice this season, Shields has not gone at least 6 innings in an outing. He's really had a very good season and has concluded a total of 8 complete games in an art that is sort of lost these days in the majors. 8 of them. 4 of them are shutouts. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. He is 54 pitches deep here with 1 out in the 4th inning. Jim Hickey is pitching coach.
Right now, the Rays go into the shift against Saltalamacchia.
In the dirt, nice play by Shopik, sprawling to his right. No advance for Youkilis at first base.
Breaking ball here from Shields. The curveball down in the dirt. Nice block by Kelly Shopik. That'll keep Kevin Youkilis at first base and out of scoring position for the time being.
Saltalamacchia pops it up around the bag at second. It'll be the third baseman, Longoria. Ducks back to the outfield, and a bit of an adventure, but in the end makes the catch. 2 down. Well, big day here on NESN. Coming up after the game today will be extra innings, and then Red Sox final, followed by the Red Sox report. The Ultimate Red Sox show at 5:30. Then we'll get it underway again with Red Sox first pitch and Red Sox game day live, followed by game 2 of our day-nighter. Extra innings, Red Sox final, and then wrap it up later on tonight with NESN Daily. So big day of Red Sox action here on NESN.
Now, which one of those is your show?
That would be the Red Sox report.
The award-winning.
Yes, it's won several awards.
How many?
I think like 24.
What?
I'm making stuff up. I'm lying. I don't know if we've won any awards, actually.
You're the host of that show.
Yes.
Like Pat Sajak.
I personally never won one.
No,
but I know there's other parts of the show that have won awards. At least I think.
And that's third on our lineup today.
Yes.
So
Mom didn't get to come to the game.
Yankees fan left at home.
So who are they here with?
That's a good question.
On the run? I mean, we're on. This is top foul. I will get an official list of the awards the Red Sox report has won, because I know they've won a lot of awards, Jerry.
Well, congratulations to them for doing
Yes.
so. I mean, but your part in it is basically you're just the face of the show.
Well, I do have some editorial say. I mean, I do make some tweaks, some changes.
Metal detecting. You can sing, swing, Don can dig. Sounds interesting.
They're trying to help you out with hobbies. This is foul outside of first. So, yes, I host. I write.
You don't write anything. You don't write anything on that show.
How do you know if I don't?
Because I've seen you do the show.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I host.
You're most concerned about camera angle.
Yes, I host. But a lot goes in. You make hosting sound like it's not much. I mean, hosting requires a great deal of hosting. I mean, you got to host.
And it's a special talent. There's no
Yes.
question that it takes to host a show. But when it's all written out for you and all you have to do is read it off a card, it's not really that difficult.
Well, what you do is you set the tone for the show, and then getting from story to story is not always easy. It's called a bridge. And you bring it over the bridge. And you make each segment kind of flow together to become one show. So hosting is, well, on the outside to the layman. This is to right field, and Fold is back to make the catch to end the inning. Anyway, the Red Sox report is coming up in between games. Don't miss it. It's award-winning. 3-1, Red Sox on top.
Insurance, Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And we'll take a look at that fourth inning. 3 strikeouts, a cut fastball of B.J. Upton, a fastball of Kochman, and a changeup to Sean Rodriguez for the 3 strikeouts in the fourth inning for John Lester.
What's on to the fifth now? Red Sox have a 3-1 lead over Tampa Bay. Kelly Shopik leading it off. Shopik, Johnson, and Jennings. As there is ball 1 from John Lester. Shopik walked in the second inning. Only free pass served up by John Lester today. Ground ball towards Aviles at shortstop. Sidearm toss in time, 1 down. Eastern Bank is teaming up with Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez to help local families by donating $1,000 for every home run Adrian hits this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in Eastern Massachusetts. 1 out in the fifth, and Elliot Johnson is the batter. Popped out to Euclid at third base. Popped up into shallow right. Reddick will make his way in and handle out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and in fact it's now 10 in a row retired by John Lester. I'll remind you, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Desmond Jennings bats with 2 outs here in the 5th.
Don, I'd like to send my condolences out to my good buddy John O'Rourke. You know him. I know the guys in the truck know him. His mom passed away over the weekend. She was buried today. So my condolences to John and the O'Rourke family.
There's a ground ball. Aviles to his left, and Lester has his 6th pitch, 5th inning. We're halfway through this one. It's 3-1 Boston. By Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region 2 years in a row by J.D. Power and Associates. Find out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. Three to 1, Red Sox on top of the Rays as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. John Lester at a 1-2-3 5th on 6 pitches. And James Shields back on the mound. There's Jed Lowry, Mike Aviles, and Jacoby Ellsbury expected here in the bottom of the 5th. Lowry struck out looking in the 3rd inning. Shields with 3 Ks in his outing and a walk, and big problem was the 3-run home run. Jacoby Ellsbury in the 3rd inning, the difference in the game. Jacoby's 21st home run of the year, and now 77 runs batted in. Two-1 misses inside, and it's 3-1. Shields only given up 3 hits in the game. Aviles has one of those hits. He waits on deck as Lowry shoots one foul. Full count. to right field. Sam Fold back a few steps, makes the catch for the first out of the 5th inning. It's 4 in a row retired by Shields. We were talking about the number of complete games for James Shields being at 8, which is a staggering number in today's day and age for starting pitching. And you go back over the last 17 years, from 1995 to 2011, the only other American League pitcher to post as many complete games and shutouts in a season as Shields, David Wells, back in 1998, had 8 complete games and 5 shutouts. And Roy Halladay in 09 had 9 complete games and 4 shutouts. This is on the ground, and Aviles comes out. Lay him out of the box. He will be thrown out. But coming out of the box, something happened there to Aviles.
Yeah, he was not running hard down that first base line. And we don't know if there's some type of injury with Aviles. As he came out of the batter's box, you can see right there, almost like he turned an ankle. Don, you were talking about complete games, and you mentioned Shields with the 8. I mean, there are guys, 4 other guys with 4. So, I mean, he's doubled what the next leaders in the American League have done. Holland's got 4, Verlander 4, Weaver 4, Vargas 4, and Irvin Santana, he also has 4.
Jerry, the Red Sox as a team have 2.
2 complete games.
Yes, their entire team, their entire staff. 2. He's got 8. Ellsbury will ground this foul. Turned on it very quickly, but it's off the fencing and down the right field line. On the ground to Rodriguez at second base. And it's a 1-2-3 fifth for James Shields. We're through 5 from Fenway. It's a 3-1 Red Sox lead. Live presented by Uno's with Jack Edwards and Peter Abraham at 6:30 of the complete recap from Game 1 of today's doubleheader. A preview of Eric Bedard starting Game 2 as he looks for his first win with the Red Sox. Plus, the Boston Globe's Michael Vega will have the latest news from the Red Sox clubhouse. And live coverage for Game 2 begins at 6 after the Red Sox report only on NESN. The foul ball up on the screen there at Fenway Park as we play along to inning number 6, 3-1. Red Sox on top as Sam Fold trying to bunt his way on, trying to drag one, but fouls it back.
Again, I mentioned this many times, but most guys that try to drag the ball between first and second try to time it on a fastball. That time he got a breaking ball, and that threw the timing off for Sam Fold. He's quickly down 0-2. Back to the curveball again for John Lester to quickly get ahead. No balls and 2 strikes.
Full, just a 203 hitter against left-handed pitching in there today, and 0 for 2 against this particular lefty. He struck out swinging in the first, grounded out to first base in the third. Back to the curveball, and he misses with it. 2-2. '90th pitch for Lester, and it's a soft ground ball to Pedroia at second base. He flips underhanded. Really good distance for the first out of the 6th inning. Stay up to date with the Sox while you're on the go with the updated NESN iPhone app. Check scores, watch video, and browse your new photo galleries on your iPhone or iPod Touch. Get it now at the App Store. 1 out in the 6th inning. Evan Longoria is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to third base, grounded out to short. Picked up an RBI on the first ground out. Now 66 on the year for the Rays' third baseman. Twelve in a row retired by John Lester. He's got 1 out in the 6th inning. Line to left and in for a base hit. Single for Evan Longoria, his first hit of the day, the 3rd hit for the Rays of the day.
And Longoria now has an 11-game hitting streak as he gets the cut fastball from John Lester that stays up in the zone and taking to left field. When the cutter stays up today, Lester's been getting hit on it. When it's down, no contact or outs.
One down, runner at first base, Ben Zobrist. He doubled back in the first inning, struck out looking in the third, a 1 for 2 day. Pitch surrounding the plate and getting the corner. It is 0-2 to Ben Zobrist. Didn't go, says Chris Conroy, first base umpire, and it's 1-2. May have gone this time. They'll check this time. He did. Conroy rings him up. Second strikeout for Zobrist today. And it's 7-all now for Lester. 2 down.
That time Lester got the cut exactly where he wanted it, down around shin high. And Zobrist cannot hold up on the swing, so putting up another K.
7 strikeouts, and we take a look at the pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 5 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run. A stretch of 12 in a row retired. He's also hit a batter today. 98th pitch of his outing. Coming to B.J. Upton with first toss to first. Upton takes strike one. And Lester earlier this year, starting against Tampa Bay on the 12th of April, took a loss despite allowing just 3 runs. Struck out 8 batters in 7 innings. This one fouled off, and it's 0-2. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Two outs in the top half of the 6th inning. Evan Longoria at first base. Red Sox on top 3-1, and Lester's 100th pitch of his outing. It's strike 3 to B.J. Upton. 8 strikeouts for Lester. 5.5 done, 3-1 Boston on top. The Bruins are Stanley Cup champions.
Do you get a chance to get the cup?
Well, it's great to have you with us today. We thank you very much as we play along here to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dustin Pedroia, Adrian Gonzalez, and Kevin Youkilis. Now, the great thing that those guys had, and certainly Jack and Brick do a fantastic job, they get to go into the playoffs and do the games.
I know.
Rounds.
Why can't we do that?
I don't know. It's against the rules.
I know. Why can't we change the rules?
I don't know.
I mean, I'd love to do the playoffs. You know, I mean, you do the games all year long. The team gets into the playoffs, and what a great opportunity it is for those guys to be able to follow them at least through most of the playoffs. We take it to the house. It's like,
right.
You know, I mean, you do playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, you're a big guy. You know, the big student, big network guy.
On the ground foul. It's still 1-2.
But I mean, I'd like to do the playoffs with a team that you followed all year long. I'd like to be able to be part of that. And
yep, it's different in Major League Baseball or in hockey. They go first 2 rounds generally.
Right.
Yeah, of course, there are less rounds in Major League Baseball, and postseason taken over by the national outlets. But you still have a studio, Jerry, which is a lot of fun. I know you enjoy that with Tom Karen.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least you're part of it. You know, at least you feel like you're part of it. But I mean, I'd like to do the game.
Sure.
You know. Not anybody else's games. I don't particularly care.
You don't want
to
slide in for a Phillies versus whoever series?
I have zero interest in that at this stage of my life. I just want to do Red Sox games.
Roy fouls it off, and it hangs at 2-2. Adrian Gonzalez waiting on deck, and then Kevin Youkilis here in the 6th inning. Uke in the hole at the moment. Line and caught at third by Longoria. Well, he's 0 for 3, but that time hard hit ball, but Longoria there.
Yeah, right near the line, too. Just a crossover step and takes the line drive away from Dustin Pedroia. Longoria, very good defensive third baseman. That ball hit hard by Pedroia, but Longoria right in good position to make the play.
1 out in the 6th, and Adrian Gonzalez the batter. Flied out to center field in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd inning. The 80th pitch from James Shields misses, and it's ball 1. Shields now has retired 7 Red Sox in a row, and 9 of the last 10. Breaking ball fouled off to the left, out of play. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. They're stacked up on the right side for Adrian Gonzalez. And Sean Rodriguez, second baseman in short right. And Adrian, with a swing and a miss, strikes out against Shields. So an 0 for 3 day today for Gonzalez so far, and it's now 8 in a row retired by Shields.
There's the curveball from James Shields that gets Gonzalez to chase. The block by Shopik, and then the tag of Gonzalez for the out.
Two down here in the 6th inning for Kevin Youkilis. Lined out to shortstop in the 2nd. He walked in the 4th inning. Youkilis with a swing and a miss, very defensive swing, and kind of changed his mind in the middle. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Shields has been trying to bury Youkilis inside all day long with that fastball, and he finally gets that swing from Youkilis on the fastball inside part of the plate. Back in there again, that time with a changeup.
Coaching staff on the move in there. Closest to Jim Hickey, the pitching coach. Just outside, it's 2-2. Shields trying to get confirmation of the count, and it is 2-2 with 2 down here in the 6th. It's underneath the hands of Youkilis, and it's ball 3, full count.
Tries that cut fastball inside, so again staying inside against Youkilis.
Youkilis now, if the inning continues, Carl Crawford, the former Ray, next. Youkilis with a fly ball to shallow left. Jennings was headed back, now comes in and makes the catch, sliding to make the grab. His first step was back, but he recovers. He's got good speed. We're through 6. It is 3-1 Boston. Three to 1 Red Sox on top of the Rays as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. Casey Kochman, Sean Rodriguez, and Kelly Shopik to bat in the 7th. As Lester starts this inning at even 100 pitches, and here comes 102. That is outside for ball 2. There is action. Daniel Bard behind him as Lester starts this 7th inning. Light rain starting to fall again here at Fenway Park. Kochman takes a strike, and it's 2-1. The Rays' first baseman is grounded out to shortstop and struck out looking. Lester has retired 14 of the last 15 batters he's faced in the game. Two and two.
John Lester going back to the cut fastball, this time away from Casey Kochman. Picks up the second strike. Last time he struck him out in a fastball away. Let's see what he does this time. Going to the curveball.
Lester today at his average at 105. 127 is his high on the season. And that was against Chicago back on May 30th. In 5 2/3, he threw 127 pitches. 3-2 pitch. Kochman hits it on the ground to Aviles at shortstop. His throw is in time, and there's one out of the 7th inning. Tonight, following Red Sox coverage, join Jade McCarthy for NESN Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. The latest from Foxborough as the Patriots prepare for Thursday's preseason game with the Buccaneers. Plus, they'll talk with Jonah Carey, the author of The Extra 2%, a book about how Wall Street strategies took the Tampa Bay Rays from the worst to first. All this and much more on NESN Daily tonight, following Red Sox coverage, only on NESN. Sean Rodriguez takes the ball outside. He's hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning and struck out swinging in the 4th inning. A fly ball out to deep left center field. Ellsbury and Crawford, and Jacoby makes the catch, 2 down.
It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Dustin. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Benoit from Three Rivers. There's a lot on that sign, Don.
Covered a lot of ground. So 2 down here in the 7th inning as Kelly Shopik has walked and grounded out to short. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 13th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, Dustin Pedroia will turn 28 tomorrow, so they're a day early on his birthday, but wishing him well.
Must be nice to be 28, be that good at the game of baseball. Having fun playing it.
Outside, and it is ball 2, 2-1. Up high, and it is 3-1 now to Shopik. Sixteen of the last 17 retired by Lester, who has 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Terry would love to get him through this 7th inning and then have Bard ready to go in the 8th. Yeah, it looks like that's going to happen. Here's a foul pop-up. Saltalamacchia coming back, and he makes the catch. Almost overran it. Able to make the grab that ends the top of the 7th. It is 7th inning stretch from Fenway Park. Red Sox have a 3-1 lead.
Visit foxwoods.com for details.
Now we head to the last half of the 7th inning. That was a nice looking sign, Jerry. They've gone through a lot of trouble. Very nice.
I tell you, they do a great job here around Fenway Park with their signs. They put a lot of time and effort into it. We should go to Foxwoods and go to one of those hot pool parties.
The pool parties, you and I?
Yeah.
What do you say? That'd be awesome.
So how you doing?
I wonder what that includes. What do you get?
Hot pool party. I don't know.
Right. What comes with it, though? It's got to be stuff. You just can't be in the pool.
No.
The party's got to be stuff.
Cocktails, I'm sure. There's food to eat.
We got to look into that. We don't have a lot of time, though, lately to do much other stuff.
That's very true.
Crawford struck out in the second. He popped out in the fourth inning. And rolls this one over foul. Nice grab by a youngster in the first row down there near the Red Sox dugout. Two hands. Saw it all the way in.
Oh, very nice play. Yep. How about having those kind of seats and then you get yourself a nice foul ball? What a day.
1-2 bounced in, and it is 2-2. The former Tampa Bay Ray, Carl Crawford. Sprayed foul, and it hangs at 2-2. Shields has retired 9 in a row. And grounds down the first baseline, but foul. As the count evens 2-2 here. Kochman guarding the line down there on Crawford. Carl Tuffer's last 13. On the ground this time to Elliott Johnson at shortstop. Quickly throws him out for the first out of the 7th inning. I want to remind you to follow the Red Sox, the MLB.com @Bat11 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @Bat to 31826 or visit RedSox.com for details. One out here in the 7th inning for Jared Saltalamacchia. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first base and popped out to third. Now into the shift, and it's Sean Rodriguez in short right who throws him out. 2 down.
Well, a very good game thrown this afternoon here by James Shields. Also, John Lester and James Shields going at each other. Shields had one pitch to Jacoby Ellsbury, a changeup that he hit for the 3-run home run, but he has been brilliant. Other than that,
look at his line. And he has retired the last 11 Red Sox in a row. Josh Reddick batting with 2 outs and the base is empty. Single in the 3rd and scored. Flat out to right in the 4th inning. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Reddick hits it in the air to right field, sending Semfold back onto the track to make the catch. Nice running grab by Fold to get twisted up out there, but makes the grab on the dirt of the track to end the 7th. It's 3-1 Boston at the end of 7. at Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 3-1. As this call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. And Daniel Bard comes into the game to pitch the 8th. He'd been warming up in the 7th inning. And his 55th appearance, 2-5 with a 2.25 earned run average. 56 innings, 56 strikeouts in those 56 innings, and opponents batting at 170. As Bard takes over for John Lester. Very impressive today. As Lester goes the first 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. Walked a batter and struck out 8. Lester ended up throwing today 113 pitches. Pinch hitter here for the Rays, Johnny Damon in Elliott Johnson's spot, the number 9 spot. Some boos being cast here on Johnny, per usual. He leads it off in the 8th and takes strike 1. Damon trying to hold up, and he goes around down 0-2, 98 from Bard.
Slider followed by a fastball from Daniel Bard.
Good numbers against Bard for Damon, 3 for 6. Tough pinch hitting duty there for Damon. Comes off the bench and strikes out on 3 pitches. Crowd loves that. 1 down.
A slider and then 2 fastballs. The last fastball up and away from Johnny Damon.
One down here in the 8th, and Desmond Jennings is coming up. He doubled in the first. Came around to score the lone Rays run. Since then, a strikeout and a ground out for Jennings. Lays off and takes ball 2, 2-0. There's a strike in. It's 2-1. I remind you to get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery at bostonglobe.com/sports. Jennings thought about it, but does not offer. And it is 3-1 as Bard misses with that slider. Strike 2, full count. Bard last worked on Friday night in Seattle, stranding 2 inherited runners. As he finished off the 7th and pitched a scoreless 8th. Strikes out Jennings. Back-to-back Ks for Bard, 2 down in the 8th.
Yeah, Bard going right to that 97-mile-an-hour fastball to pick up the strikeout. Jennings, no contact. So he's got Damon and Jennings to lead off the 8th inning.
So 2 down here in the 8th, and Sam Fold, the batter. Fold 0 for 3 in the game today. Take strike 1. Fold struck out in the 1st inning, grounded out in the 3rd, and again in the 6th inning. There is strike 2, and it's 0-2. Immediately following game 1 of today's doubleheader, stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live with Jack Edwards and Peter Gammons. Breakdown of John Lester's outing in Game 1, including his take on today's performance. We'll have the manager's perspective from the press room. Coming up right after Game 1. Ground ball third base. Youkilis has got it. Bard with a 1-2-3 eighth. Into the bottom of the eighth. 3-1 Boston.
Baseball is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino, official resort casino of the Boston Red Sox.
3-1 Red Sox on top of the Rays as we head to the bottom of the eighth inning. And James Shields returns to the mound. Judd Lowry leading it off here. James Shields back on the hill for the eighth. 101 pitches deep into his outing. Ray's pen is busy as the inning begins. And Judd Lowry swings at the first pitch. It's a fly ball out to deep left center, but Jennings is back there to make the catch. Actually, it's Johnny Damon who's now in left, who makes the catch out there as he stays in the game after pinch hitting. So Damon is in left now, and moving from left to right is Jennings. Sean Rodriguez moves from second to short. And in at second is Ben Zobrist, so there's no longer a DH for the Rays. As the pitch in there for a strike, Zobrist had been the DH. Swinging a foul off the bat of Aviles. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank. We believe something as simple as your checking account should come with a lot of strings attached. Eastern Free Checking. See just how good a checking account can feel. Aviles with a swing and a miss tried to reach, but is gunned down by Shopik. It is the fifth strikeout of the day for James Shields. 2 down.
Looks like a changeup here again from Shields and bouncing away from Shopik. But he's able to make the throw and get Aviles at first base.
So 2 down here in the eighth. And Shields making a bid for another complete game. Could be on the losing side. He's got 2 outs here in the eighth as Jacoby Ellsbury takes the breaking ball for strike 1. Ellsbury, the difference in the game. His 3-run home run back in the third inning. 21st home run of the year. And with 77 RBIs. Lines this foul. Coming up after game one of the doubleheader, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with Jack Edwards and Peter Gammons. Full recap of game one and preview the pitching matchup in game two between Eric Bedard and Jeff Neiman. This will discuss the Red Sox top signings. It's all coming up right after the game, only on NESN. Action in the pen. Jake McGee, the left-hander. Brandon Gomes, the right-hander. As Ellsbury fouls it off. Back in the third inning with Reddick at first and Aviles on board. A 3-run home run just beyond the bullpen for Jacoby Ellsbury. That evens at 2-2. Red Sox have their closer getting ready in the pen. Longoria, Zobrist, and Upton scheduled to bat in the ninth. It's away, and it's a full count now to Ellsbury. Kobe fouls it off again and hangs tough here at 3-2. Ellsbury strikes out, and it's back-to-back Ks for Shields, 6 in all. We head for the ninth. It is 3-1 Boston. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines and by Toyota's official website for deals via Toyota.com. 3-1, Red Sox on top of the Rays as we head to the ninth inning. Jonathan Papelbon into his 51st game of the year, 4-0, 27 out of 28 in save opportunities. The strikeout to walk ratio 65-8, and the opponent sitting at just 218 against Papelbon. Through a scoreless ninth inning on Friday night in Seattle to get his 27th save, fourth most in the American League. It is time now for the look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tonight in game two of the doubleheader, Jeff Neiman taking on Eric Bedard. Neiman is 7-4 in the season at 6-0 in his last 9 starts. Bedard looking for his first win in a Red Sox uniform. He has a no decision in each of his first 2 starts. NESN's live coverage begins with Red Sox first pitch at 6 p.m. Evan Longoria leading it off here in the 9th inning against Jonathan Papelbon. He has grounded out twice and single. Ground out in the first inning, produced his 66th RBI of the season. Red Sox pitching have combined to retire the last 8 Rays in a row. They have had 1 base runner since the 2nd inning. That was Evan Longoria, who singled in the 6th. Here's a pop-up right side of the infield, battling the sun as Pedroia makes the catch. It was a battle, but he made the grab for the first out of the 9th.
For the most part in the afternoon, there has been no sun out, so nobody has sunglasses on, and that all of a sudden the sun starts to peek through a little bit, made it a little tough for Pedroia.
1 down for Ben Zobrist. Started the game as a DH, moved to second base defensively last inning, and hit his major league leading 38th double back in the first inning. He's also struck out twice. Strike 1 over the inside corner. Zobrist shaking his head. Since May 13th, Papelbon has converted each of his last 22 save opportunities. There's a ground ball softly towards Pedroia. 2 down in the 9th inning. Two outs in the 9th for B.J. Upton. Upton has grounded out and struck out twice. Popped up foul, backing out of play.
Card 99, Don.
A reminder to stay with us for Granite City Electric Red Sox final. Complete post-game coverage coming up after the game from our Nesson studios. Oh, 0-1 to B.J. Upton. 2 outs in the 9th. Is outside, and it's 1-1. Outside corner for strike 2, and it's 1-2. Some tough numbers for Upton. Papelbon trying to add to him. Popped up, that'll reach the seats out of play. Saltalamacchia gives chase. Two outs in the 9th. B.J. Upton with a count of 1-2. Papelbon trying to close the door here in game 1. Foul that jolts the mask off Jared Saltalamacchia.
Papelbon with the fastball, the foul tip, and the mask right off Saltalamacchia.
Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. Upton stays alive, fouling off a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. On deck is Casey Kochman. Rays have had one man reach base here since the second inning. It was a single for Longoria in the sixth. Amazing pitching performance today. Lester, Bard, and now Papelbon trying to finish it off. There's a soft line drive, caught in center by Pedroia. Game over with an exclamation point. Nice grab by Pedroia behind second base. And a good running start, and lays it out to make the grab that ends game one.
What a great play by Pedroia to end the ball game. Looked like it was in center field for a base hit. Pedroia ringing a dive. Ball game over.
Bob's Discount Furniture will be stepping up to the plate again for the Jimmy Fund this season. Bob's Discount Furniture will donate $1,000 to the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon for every Red Sox game saved. So far this season, Bob's Discount Furniture has donated a total of $31,000 to the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. Final in game one is 3-1. The Red Sox beat the Rays. For Jerry Remy, I'm Don Orsillo saying good afternoon from Fenway. Stay tuned next as NESN's post-game coverage begins with the Ultimate Red Sox Show and pre-game coverage before the Sox and Rays play Game 2. Got a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. After the break, join Jack Edwards for WB Mason's Extra Innings.